it, the statistics is damning. It is relegation statistics. Yeah, I mean, who gets those number of points? 28 points. When you play 29 games, right? But it's bad. That is very, very low. And if you look at the points percentage, he's averaging 1 point something because it's going to be 29 over 28 or so, right?
A new 1 point.
0 point something.
Yeah, 0 point something. Yeah.
On Nyade.
0 point something because it's going to be a number of points over the number of games, right? So 0 point something, and that is very bad. That is very bad for a club like Manchester United. But I mean, it's not going to happen right now, and that's what makes it very difficult for Manchester United. Are they stopping now? Are they pulling the plug? Are they giving him more time? I think it is huge. But for me, I said that I think that the problem at Manchester United goes beyond just Ruben Amorim, because for me, buying 3 attackers was a wrong move, especially when you had issues in the middle of the park. And why do I say this? Manchester United, I think about a month ago, I spoke about the fact that they had 2 Premier League proven strikers before they were even thought of buying Benjamin Sesko. Mbeumo, and then, of course, Matheus Cunha. They'll give you goals. They have track record of goals every season. 20-plus goals. That for Mbeumo, Matheus Cunha, about 15 to 17 goals over there. So he gives you the goals. When you want to go and add Sesko to it, then you are calling for something that you've done the season prior, 2 seasons prior, that hasn't worked. Young player that comes in, doesn't know exactly what he has to do.
And the likes.
Yeah, and then he also doesn't deliver. When in the middle of the pack, Manchester United needed to augment. And some of us kept on mentioning Carlos Baleba's name months ago, because you need a hybrid of a ball carrier who can also win the ball back.
But at the point they were chasing the player, so what happened?
Oh, they went to Brighton, but they had spent all the money on striker. Brighton would take the Caicedo fee for
Are you
Baleba.
saying United didn't need strikers?
No, I'm saying that when they got the Mbeumo, you see, Mbeumo had 20 plus goals last season. Cunha had almost 15 plus or so goals last season. So that sort of solves the United goal problem. You don't need to go and bring Benjamin Sesko, who only scored 13 goals in the German Bundesliga. And everybody saw him against Grimsby. He was not really going to hit the ground running. So once you've invested in that, it should have been wise for United to go into the middle of the park and put the money also there in somebody like Carlos Baleba. But I mean, for me, I still think they should hold on to him. I don't know if I have a very funny way of holding on to managers, but yeah, they should still hold on to for some time.
You can't. No, you see, I always defend managers.
Fiifi is a Chelsea fan, so he wants Manchester United. He wants United to go down.
No, I always defend managers, and I always defend managers. But you see, there's one metric we use to judge managers. If the results are not in your favor, it will be very difficult for even the supporters to stick behind.
But it's not too early in the season, Zando.
No, it's not only this season. This season started
but he came in the middle of last season. And this is just the 10th game of this season.
So I will tell you why.
Somebody has been sacked 2 weeks into a new season.
I will tell you why. To some extent, I agree with Fiifi when he says that it's too early in the season.
Why are you going to compare him to the Alex Ferguson situation? Please. That was in the early
I'm not talking about that. So that was what the social media guys, they were rolling.
Okay.
I don't know which one is going to come first, because I have 3 very interesting statistics that I want, or data that I want to see. So this one. Quickest Premier League starts.
Most points ever after 10 games.
After 10 games. So we are not looking at 2 games, please. We are looking at after 10 games.
Okay.
So
this stat is interesting.
Manchester City in the 2017-2018 season had 28 points after 10 games.
So 28 over 30.
They dropped only 2 points. And then eventually they won. They won the league. Wow. Manchester City again, 2011-2012. They had the same 28 points again. Eventually they won the league. Chelsea, 2005-2006.
And that's Jose Mourinho.
Hey, Massa.
It's a fact.
They have so you see, there's something running. So 28-28 is something that is common to most of the clubs.
And all of them won the league.
And all of them, then the only team that were not able to get 20 but 27 was Newcastle in 95-96. But they placed second. Then I think that the other one.
Arsenal.
Okay. Then we have quickest start by teams that didn't win the title. Most points after 10 games. So they started so well, but they didn't win the title.
This data is interesting.
They started so well, but they didn't win the title. Newcastle United in 95-96 had 27 points after 10 games, but they placed second.
So they had 27 over 30.
Yeah, but they placed second. They couldn't win it.
Arsenal
2023. 22-23, 27 points. Second.
Ateta.
Newcastle 94-95, 26, 6th. Liverpool 18-19, second. Arsenal.
So I think that was the season, Manfred. Liverpool finished with 99 points or 90 points. They couldn't win it because of Guardiola's exploit. Yeah.
Arsenal 2007-8, 26 points. Third, Tottenham 23-24, 26 points. Fifth, Liverpool 2008-2009, 26 points. Second. So there's some consolation somewhere. No, but we've done only 2 games, Steve. And look at this one. Slowest start by eventual champions. So they didn't start so well, but eventually they won it. Manchester United in 2002-2003, after 10 games, had only 18 points.
23 years ago.
Had only 18 points. Points off top was 6. Manchester United again, 92-93, the same 18 points. Points off top was 5.
All these things happened under Sir Alex Ferguson.
Yes. Okay. Man City, 2020-21, 18 points, 3 points off top. Man City again, 2013-2014, 19 points, 6 points off the top.
That was Mourinho's.
Manchester United, 96-97, 19 points, 5 points off the top.
Still with Alex Ferguson.
Yes. Arsenal, 2001-2002, 19 points, 3 points off the top. Then Leicester City, 2015-16, 19 points, 3 points on the top.
So Leicester didn't actually start well.
But they won it.
Yeah. Wow.
But they won it. So that's why I said that to some extent I agree with Fifi that the season has started, right? 2 games into the season. The guy has made reinforcements. Yeah. So let's wait. Let's wait for, let's say, maybe
like the 10th
game.
I know what you guys are doing. You guys support Chelsea. But how many points do they have now?
But they have just 1 point.
Good. One over 6.
1 point.
1 over 6. Now guess their next fixtures. Today they are
Burnley. They have to beat Burnley at home.
Burnley. Okay, good. After Burnley, they will go to Etihad.
They will come last season. They beat Man City.
Hold on. They will go to Etihad.
Last season they beat them there
and play Man City.
They beat them there.
After Man City, they will play Chelsea.
Where?
They will
Where?
Old Trafford.
Last season they got draw against Chelsea there.
Trafford. Have you? After Old Trafford's game against Chelsea, they will play Brentford away from home.
Easy match.
Play Sunderland, Liverpool, Brighton,
Nottingham
Forest, Tottenham Hotspur.
Liverpool, they don't take it. They can take like 7 away at Anfield. But the rest of the games, they can never. But I think that is just a matter of...
Has Liverpool convinced you yet?
Liverpool?
But they have 6 over 6.
Yeah, I know, but
yeah, for me,
is it convincing?
When the season started, one of the worries I had about Liverpool was where they were going to play Florian Wirtz and how they want to accommodate Szoboszlai.
Yeah.
Because last season, people don't look at that. And maybe when you have time, you can look at that data. Szoboszlai was actually one of the hardest worker in terms of grounds covered and stuff like that in all of the league's attacking players.
I see.
In terms of winning the ball back, counter pressing. Now you've moved him from there and you're playing Florian Wirtz. Yeah. Florian is now trying to set into the game. You remember in that Newcastle game, he played Szoboszlai as a right back.
Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Just to try and accommodate him. Yeah. And he was very good for me. He was the man of the match for me.
Yeah.
He was very, very good. Went very hard for the team.
Dummy actual occasion that last goal from
very, very good for the team. So yes, for me, I also have questions around Liverpool. That's why I think for me, Arsenal are favourites to win.
Yeah, because what I'm seeing is that, I mean, if Isaac, for instance, also joins the team, we could have so many players in so many situations or so many positions, and that selection dilemma always is a problem.
No, they will handle it.
No. But you see, I was so upbeat about Arsenal's chance of winning because I think between Liverpool and Arsenal, Arsenal have gradually gotten a structure right.
Yeah.
In terms of the structure, they've gotten it right.
What about personnel?
No, but you use personnel to get a structure. That's what I'm saying. I mean, we can't have a structure without the personnel.
Victor Gyökeres has
come. In terms of the structure and how seamless the structure is, I think that Arsenal, they have the structure.
I mean, the quality is even like balanced across all positions for Arsenal.
Liverpool all over the place.
If you look at their current purchase that they are doing, and I'm sure we'll just touching quickly on the other transfers.
Yes.
But you look at the current transfers that Arsenal is making. Arsenal are bringing in Pierre Nkapie. Their plan for Nkapie is that Nkapie, at left back they have Calafiori and then it was Zinchenko. Then sometimes
who will leave anyway.
Who's going and Ethan Nwaneri most times last season was playing from there. He doesn't want to play Ethan Nwaneri from there, so Nkapie becomes back up to Calafiori. Then at right back it's Timber and then White. The centre back he has that. Now he has brought Nwaneri into the middle of the park. So now he has Nwaneri, has to be Mendy. If he wants to play Buga, then he can bring in what's his name, Christian Norgard,
yeah,
to come and shut up shop. There is what's his name, Eberechi Eze. yes, Arsenal fans have all their issues about Noni Madueke, but he's direct. The numbers are not bad. He can give them something. If Bukayo Saka says fate, now that can you imagine Arsenal starting this season without Joe Carres? Now that Kai Havertz is injured, now that Bukayo Saka is injured,
it would have affected them.
It would have hugely affected them.
Yeah.
And then Victor Gyökeres comes in to such a team. So I think that
the picture's right.
Yeah, I think that they are good.
But Xavi Simons has joined Tottenham Hotspur.
That is where my worries. I don't know why. And I can agree for banter's sake, Tottenham Hotspur fans and fans alike say that Tottenham Hotspur snatched him. Fine, Tottenham Hotspur snatched him. But Chelsea had an agreement in place with Xavi Simons in 6 weeks. And the brief we were all hearing was that they are waiting to let Nkunku go, then they get Xavi Simons.
Now Nkunku goes.
On the day Nkunku goes, Chelsea don't send official offer. In fact, there will have been no official offer from Chelsea.
Is it not a confirmation that Chelsea didn't really want this player in the first place?
So I'm thinking that some of the people that I try to ask questions, and I've asked people who are close to them that it looks as if Chelsea changed their mind based on certain things along the line. Because if you realize in the last few days, Chelsea have been linked to Femi Lopez.
Yeah.
And apparently Enzo Maresca is really, really pushing for Femi Lopez.
No, but for me,
is he available?
For me, if Chelsea can afford it, I mean, when Femi's name popped up and Xavi Simons' name also,
and you
popped
prefer Lopez to
on any day?
No,
on any day, I'll go for Femi.
I see.
You see that for me when it's about when you talk about that specific role and what we wanted Xavi to do, I thought Xavi is excellent. Like perfectly for us, because you're talking about somebody who has that guile and the ability to carry the ball from deep and then break down those compact low blocks that Chelsea usually faces. He is technical enough in those tight spaces as well. He also has an eye for a goal, and then the final pass is there. And you remember, Javier, that about a couple of months ago, UEFA brought a certain sanction on Chelsea that Chelsea has to make sure they balance the books based on the players that played in the knockout stage of the conference league last season.
Chelsea was even fined.
Yeah, they were fined, I think, about 26 million or so pounds thereabouts. So, I don't know. Maybe, and last night when I heard that, okay, fine, Chelsea have now gone in for Facundo Buonanotte as the number 10 to come and beat, because he is not better than Xavi Simons, obviously. But he is equally okay. He has those traits in that area to be a backup. In my head, what I'm thinking is that, was it that Chelsea felt that getting a Cole-Palmer backup, because that number 10 was supposed to be a Cole-Palmer backup of a sort, getting a Cole-Palmer backup for 60 million was not prudent financially, and that let's get Facundo Buonanotte, who has Premier League experience, on loan, and then we can use that money, because this money, what I hear is that Chelsea have sent in an offer to Barcelona, 60 million for Femi Lopez. So you can get Femi Lopez, get Facundo Buonanotte, who plays at number 10, then Femi being versatile in all of that area.
And especially when it is like you said, I mean, the number 10 position you're looking for Cole-Palmer's
backup of sort,
And Xavi Simons, in all honesty, he's a starter at wherever he is.
Yeah.
He comes at Chelsea probably looking for the opportunity to start.
Yeah.
And that's what Chelsea probably is looking at the moment.
No, but you see, Steve, his coming was dependent on a lot of things. Fiifi has talked about one, balance in the books. The other reason, which also goes to the same balance in the books, is to make sure that Nkunku and Nicholas Jackson, they leave. Unfortunately, Jackson's moving from Chelsea to Bayern Munich, it's not outright sale. He's going on loan.
But Chelsea are getting the highest record fee ever for loan.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Wow.
But you still needed to balance the books.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm sure the guys at Chelsea realize that. I mean, if Nkunku goes, joins a club, and he gets what he's gotten for Chelsea, and you let Jackson also go for a certain fee, you put the two together, and you buy Garnacho, you buy Xavi Simons, the books will not be balanced.
Yeah.
And
especially because if you look at that left-hand side, Garnacho, I mean, and this is not about Garnacho's quality, but he was a need. Because
so that's the point I was going to make, that between Xavi Simons and Garnacho,
Garnacho,
I think that Chelsea needed Garnacho more than this guy.
I see.
Chelsea needed Garnacho more.
But still, Tottenham Hotspur have won it. They've gotten their
I think recently Arsenal has been doing well against the big clubs, so Arsenal is likely to pick a point at Anfield. Something from Ajuso. Thank you very much for coming through with your message. I am Bino Ray inside Bino Ray Enterprise, pitch number 2, Liverpool 3, Arsenal 2. That's your prediction. And you can also send me your WhatsApp message on the WhatsApp number 0540-448-747. Manfred, quick one. Let's look at the fixtures from Spain to England. Quick one before.
I think we start the early kickoff one. I expect Chelsea to win against Fulham. I mean, Fulham have been very, very good. Very
early kickoff can be tricky.
Yeah, very, very tricky. Marco Silva is brilliant. In fact, I mean, one of the stats that I also wanted to bring for us to discuss, Fulham was the last team that beat Chelsea. In 2025, Chelsea have not lost at Stamford Bridge. Okay. And the last team that beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge was Fulham. Mm-hmm. Since Enzo Maresca came, Chelsea have picked the most points in London derbies than any other club in London derbies. But again, it tells you that when it comes to those London derbies, Fulham is the team that is very, very tough for Chelsea to play against. And Chelsea are going to play against them today. I think they're a very stubborn side. They are very, very balanced. They can play high, they can play mid, they can play low with some very solid centre backs and aggressive players in Henderson and then Kelvin Bassey and the like. So it's a very good team. Last season they won at Stamford Bridge by 2-1. Chelsea have been hit by the absence of Cole Palmer, which Enzo Maresca sees just a little groin injury. He wants to rest.
But your manager said you were able to beat West Ham without him, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. I mean, he also mentioned that Cole Palmer is arguably Chelsea's best player.
Oh, yeah.
But they're supposed to find solutions. I think that they should. I mean, and that's the reason why Chelsea had to buy the swap.
Affect Chelsea against West Ham?
No, it did not.
And that's against Fulham, so no problems.
It was against
Fulham is going to be more difficult.
It was against West Ham.
Away. That was away.
West Ham.
Away match.
Graham Potter's West Ham.
Fulham is going to be a little, but I think that Chelsea should be able to go ahead and get something out of the game. Madrid stay at home to play against Mallorca. Another game that I expect that Madrid, especially returning back home after last week, laboured win against Real Oviedo. I think Madrid should be able to win that one. Barcelona will play it tomorrow. A very, very interesting game. Atletico de Madrid have not
started well.
Yeah, they've done very bad. And I felt that they would have done better because they had invested a lot in the summer. But, I mean, last week I was disappointed in them. They were unable to do it. But I'm expecting that away from home today against Deportivo Alaves. At least they shouldn't lose that game as well. In the Italian Serie A, Antonio Conte is staying at home to play. Napoli is going to play at home. It's a game that I expect Antonio Conte's Napoli to be able to win. When you look at those games, and Napoli is going to play against Cagliari in the evening. Parma have an interesting manager, Carlos Cuesta.
Playing at Atalanta.
Yeah, Mikel Arteta's assistant manager. I think he's about 29, 28 years.
Is he the youngest manager?
Yeah, the last time I checked, he was the youngest assistant manager. I don't know if he's still the youngest manager.
Wow.
But he's Parma's manager now. He's going to play against Atalanta. I don't trust Ivan Jurisic. So I expect I go last night.
Kamadin Sulemana will play.
Yeah, Kamadin Sulemana is in that team. Milan last night won against Lecce. It was a very good one.
Yeah.
So I think it's interesting in Italian Serie A, and I think this is
Inter versus Udine.
Inter versus Udine at home. Inter started very well. I mean, I've tried to stay away from Inter because I don't know what Christian Chivu will come with. But that was solid win on Monday, 5 goals or so. I mean, that one, and I expect that they continue as well. I'm like that. When it comes to Arsenal versus Liverpool,
that's the biggest fixture of the weekend.
At Anfield.
Kucho for Arsenal, Kucho for
Liverpool. You see, if you look at it on the basics of the 2 games that Liverpool have played, what I'm saying is that they won't get what they got against Newcastle and Bournemouth against Arsenal. Arsenal will score you 2.
But they've been struggling against Newcastle.
Yeah, Arsenal will score you 2 for you to equalize. No. If Arsenal even manages to score 1, we've closed the game. Because Arsenal are very good at that.
And I think they won their game against United because of the defense.
Yes, very solid.
Yeah,
they were not the most flamboyant, but they were very solid. And I think the only 2 teams who have not conceded and have 6 points already, I think it's Mikel Arteta's and then Thomas Frank's Tottenham Hotspur. They've not conceded a single goal. They've played very solid, and Arsenal is the same. Last season, we spoke about their defensive solidity. So we expect that they'll be very good. The only issue is that they are going away from home.
Yeah.
And last season, they broke that jinx against Liverpool. Liverpool used to beat them a lot. And then at Emirates last season, they turned it around. For me, for some reason, I put my money on Arsenal. I think I put my money on Arsenal.
To win at Anfield?
I mean, at worst, a double chance for Arsenal when they go away at Anfield.
But this is Liverpool.
I'm expecting that Manchester United beats Burnley at home. I mean, it's Scott Parker.
So for you, double chance for Arsenal.
Yeah,
Man
double chance
United.
for Arsenal. Manchester United, they are not in any of the slip that I'll give. You know, yesterday we won all the 5 codes.
When you say double chance, what does it mean?
Either they win or draw.
So they don't lose. They will not lose.
Double-
That's what double chance
Yeah.
means.
It's double.
Then-
Either you win or you draw.
Tottenham Hotspur versus Bournemouth.
Allow us to teach you the thing, have
A
you?
very, very interesting game. I think there's going to be a lot of goals in that game.
Okay.
Tottenham Hotspur versus Bournemouth.
Kudus versus Antoine Semenyo.
Yeah, I think that Antonio Areola will struggle. Have you given the kind of players that he has lost this season? Zabani, Hoisin, Dango, Atara.
The defensive area is where
Yeah.
Kudus will get his first goal.
defensive area is where Bournemouth. I mean, they saw virtually everybody. I
Yeah.
mean, they saw virtually. Kepa is gone. Almost everybody is gone. So that is where their weakness is. The first game that they played, the game against Liverpool, I think they lost the game because defensively they were not very good. If they had gotten a very good defense in that game, I'm sure they would have walked away from Liverpool's winning with a point.
Yeah.
So that's basically the problem now. But you see, the league has just started. Stephen, some of these games, it's very unfortunate that Arsenal is meeting Liverpool now. These two teams, I think I side with you between the two of them. Arsenal have to some extent an established team than Liverpool.
Why? Because the players has been consistent.
Yes, so the back line is definitely going to be the same. You're not going to see any changes in the back line.
Okay.
You go to the midfield, the same guys are going to be there.
Rice, Odegaard.
Maybe the only person that will miss will be our own party. But it will be Mendy and the other guys, Merino and the other guys.
Declan Rice.
Almost all the guys are there. So and you go to Liverpool. But my problem with Liverpool is how Arne Slot will combine the forwards. Which forwards is he going to? Mo Salah obviously will play, but aside Mo Salah,
It looks like a ticket will play.
It looks like. I mean, it looks like.
No, but I mean, now the front three there, it is clear. He will play Kitiki, Mo Salah, and of course Cody Gakpo. That's what he's been doing. And then the Real Guma will come on from the bench, especially after getting that crucial goal.
But that guy is. Why is everybody talking about that guy as if he's a Messi or something?
But he's the
He's
a newsboy on the
Somebody scored a crucial
The
goal.
guy comes and scores only one goal, and all of a sudden he's a very good player.
That was a belter.
I mean, sometimes we have to be very measured in it. This guy comes in as a second half, then he scores a goal, and all of a sudden he's the best.
You were
player.
not impressed with what he did.
I mean, a 16-year-old
So
on his
what?
debut at
So what?
the St. James Park.
No, but what I'm saying that he's a prospect, no doubt. But the praise is just too much. I mean, people are just praising him as if he's the best in the Chelsea. Let him go and this, that.
Are you saying we shouldn't have spoken about him or what?
I'm not saying that.
So what are you saying?
I mean, we have to be measured in the way we speak about this
the guy scored a crucial goal at the St. James's Park. At the time, Newcastle were dominated Liverpool with 10 players.
Is he the only one who has scored a crucial goal? Is he the only one?
Are you down with the fixtures? Charlie, go through your quotes for me. Let me pick the phone calls for the first segment of the show.
Okay.
So we won yesterday, right?
Yeah,
so
like I said yesterday, we had 5
have you
codes.
allow us to
5
teach you the thing?
out of all of the 5 codes, all of them boomed. 20 plus odds, 25 odds, all of them went through. So today we have some codes for you for just Saturday games. The first one is BWDE 97FBE. That is 20 code code, 20 odds code. The next one is BWDE 94D4A. That is a 15 odd code. Then the next one is BWDE 920A7. That is a 7 odd code. And the next one is BWDE 916A1. Zando, that is an 8 plus odd code. The rest are all on there. If you go on social media, Fiifi-Manfred, everyone on social media, you can get all of those codes.
But just go out there and bet responsibly, okay?
You wish some luck.
Because, just bet responsibly. Go have you.
So it's also on our
Facebook page at LV 99.5 FM Extra. Just bet responsibly. Because have you. Was it on Monday? Somebody sent me a message on Facebook. No, it's fine. I mean, I actually told him to bet responsibly because he said, bet has chopped all my money.